Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moments with Me, the show where I talk about my personal experiences and my life stories. All right, everyone, welcome back for another great episode. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about the Geronimo Film Festival. That's right, this episode, I'm going to talk about my experience with the film festival, how it went, and that sort of thing. But real quick, speaking of which, I wanted to say that if you want to watch Scratch, it'll be coming out on my Heinrich Films channel May 22nd. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. That experience was honestly something that I was waiting for a good long while. I really have been wanting to have my short film screened at a film festival, and now I got the opportunity for that, and it was really cool, really fun, and it was just an overall great experience to have my film played alongside so many other great films in that festival. And it was also, I gotta say, speaking of which, I've submitted to other film festivals and I don't really know which movies I'm competing against. So it was really cool to actually be able to watch the movies that I'm competing with. And there was a lot of great movies. Lots of great movies. And it was really cool. And you know what the sign for me to do this festival was? This festival was suggested to me by three different people. That's right, three different people suggested this to me. And once that third person came and suggested it to me, I was like, okay, I feel like I have to do this now. It's like a sign. It's like, hey, you need to do this. And I'm glad I listened to that sign and took that sign because man, oh man, this was a fun festival to be a part of. Like I cannot overstate that enough. Like it was a blast. I had dressed up and I'm really grateful my family came and I was very thankful that they came, and it was also really cool. I mean, I know I've obviously seen Scratch quite a bit of times, but it was really cool to see other people's reactions to the movie. Some people kind of being like, "Oh," or honestly, in some moments, even the dead silence is kind of a reaction. Which I won't say too much with the movie just yet because I'm going to have an episode where I talk about that later on. But basically, in certain scenes where it's just dead silent, like the silence is also a reaction, in my opinion. But getting those little chuckles for certain scenes, I like there's certain things that I didn't think was gonna be, I don't want to say that funny, but like I didn't think that there's certain scenes that were gonna get chuckles, and they ended up getting chuckles, and like it's cool to see, like from their perspective watching the movie, and it was really cool afterwards getting to have a bunch of people, being like, yeah, like it was a great job on your film and such, and that was really cool, really cool. That's the other thing too, is it was really cool to also be surrounded by people that do what I do with making movies, and for some of them even acting in said movies. So it was really cool to be in that community, being surrounded by people that do the same thing that I do. And that was really really awesome. And I got to say to any of the filmmakers who are listening to this podcast, I just want to say, like, great job. Great job, because we all put in the work, we all put in the effort, and we all put in a movie that was screened at that festival. So great job to you. Great job to us, because we did that. We did that. And what was really cool, speaking of like the whole being surrounded by the community, I ended up gaining a couple followers because of it on Instagram, and it's really cool. And even some of the suggestions I had were some of the filmmakers that were there. And it was really cool because I got to kind of reach out to them because I kind of had to take off pretty quickly from the film festival. So I think hindsight, I would drive separately. But it was really cool to reach out to certain people, being like, yeah, you did a great job on your movie. And, we're all supporting each other because we're all putting our hearts and effort into these movies, and it's nice to remind each other that we all did a great job. We all did a great job. We all showed up. We all did it. And that's very important. As a filmmaker, it's very important to, just as I like to say, just do it, which I know There's the meme, just do it. But it's true though. You gotta, because I know people that keep talking about making a movie, but they don't ever take action to do it. And I not to pat myself on the back, but one of the things that I do take pride in is that I am a guy where I just go and do it. I don't just talk about it. I go and try to make it happen. Like these different things that I try to make happen. Like this festival. I talked about maybe doing it. I was kind of a little unsure. And then when I was sure, I was like, look, I am doing this. I'm going to make it happen. And also with the festival, it was a lot of fun. Like even as a filmmaking exercise, even just getting that prompt and getting a week to work on the movie was honestly a really fun exercise to do. And I think with Scratch, I'm very proud of it. And I think that it's going to be great. I think a lot of you guys are going to like it if you didn't go and see it. So yeah. And as some of you guys may have seen from my social media, Scratch is another Mafia film, because the first Mafia movie I did was Shakedown years ago, and I now have done another one, and with Paolo again, but of course, a lot shorter than Shakedown, but a lot of people really liked it, and it's really cool. It's really cool hearing people and seeing them reach out to me to be like, "Hey, great job on your film." It always means the world to me. It always does, and it's so cool to have that support, and like also being able to talk to people that get it. That's very, very important. So overall, would I do this festival again? Absolutely. It was a blast. It was such a good experience. I had even gotten a shirt as a souvenir because I wanted to remember this festival from something. I wanted to like get a souvenir for my first film festival where my movie screened in front of an audience. I need something from that, and I got a shirt from it, and it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, and I apologize, but like it was really just that good of an experience. It was just, I think it was honestly just because I've been waiting for this moment for really like forever to have my film screened in front of an audience, and here I am now. It's done. I had gotten it screened, and it turned out great. So thank you to Geronimo Film Festival and for making that happen and giving me the opportunity to show my vision, but also to share to have other filmmakers in Las Vegas share their vision to others. And like the exposure, that's very important too, is the exposure. And I'm like really, I love that I got to put myself out there through my film, and it's like really awesome. So thank you again for that. With all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time that I have for this episode. So if you liked it, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you had watched Scratch already from the festival, let me know what you think of Scratch down in the description. Oh my god. In the comment section. And if you haven't seen Scratch, that's okay, because you can watch it on May 22nd on my film channel. And with all that being said, guys, I'll talk to you next time.